To gwele ilangi diri jodnya Utong bore luel kedua ret Utong nwere luel malma gua Ai to mubar kazal kajal luel mati coba guna kore ngoloir Wege yamara ni pun dia tu wege pe Kita lo ya pun Ajo banda karang mobiur ya le ka lu ya ko wo mene te sura ka ko ka tim de ta ko we aya yu we ga ber karang mobiur mene wa cha chol ya no boy ko we ga ber karang mobiur ya ber on ti bar awe ari ber dun de karang mobiur Tane wanya we ga juar we tan markun ko wace kadi wari o ko nyido to bien ubandu ya mat ko gen garamo bio kedara ka yen ya choga meno ko chola ke banjilu wa man jesus to bien bandu ya mat ko nyido wace ko nok to ko ce ko nok po elir intiro no kinti choga no ko jalo jamni Ini ayo aja bang bomur ni
jam dengan nyala jukon pol jam nyot di tora jukon pol bai pada kamu lelerial bai pada sali Malaysia kawakin ko lol di tur kawakin ko di tora jukon pol bai pada kamu lelerial bai pada sali Malaysia kawakin ko lol di tur jam dengan nyala jukon pol jam nyot di tora jukon pol bai pada kamu lelerial bai pada sali Malaysia kawakin ko lol di tur kawan berboje berlel wam jai garam sadi Malaysia wam jai garam sadi Malaysia kawakin ko abi wodam polisi abi wodam harbiji dana diale abi wodam polisi ke harbiji
Sudan, kuzade lube na ye toino, kuzade lube na ye toino. You are the love by Panur, kuzade love by Panur, kumi kadira, by Sudan wiyon. Oy daga hida bol, daga hida bol, buki kupe kupe ganyan, yon garang tari tari. I'll be
wood. Thank you. You really have a very good memory of Yayama song. Thank you very much. Please get seated and get a very good speech.
Cái chỗ cái này trên nhà này nó chỉ có bên trong cái nên cô ta rồi trái dàn nó cái đâm mà nó nên theo phần nhiều chỉ cái nhiều ta nó chắc tim phần nhiều can cái nó gọi là cái dây mà cái chính cái cái nó y cụ cho cái tu phần ngoan giang mà cái này bên này y go thành đốt cái mà cái này cái y go cái yêu tim cái yêu quan cái bên cái bay rồi hoàn theo phần nhiều ayuk ta tikayuk riang wa chike lo hong achika umur ni buene ti baton ke we jayamar awega khok tidung ya khok ngob garang biur udaga nimar bandu ken wo bay hong e biwe bagdad babana lo en ko wara we ke dilam ala nya tri ko chiben lew ko chubu ben lew man teno ya ko ke nyali anyanya tiri ku be ban ba ku tu ku be ba pa ya yo ke nyanya tiri e bliu man teno ayo ku jalu na ran telo la ka jalu ban wi yen ko ju dan pana ko bo ga la yo ko nyen dai ko chu ga chu ban a cha do no we je yamber nan ku mi tan we ba ka nimar ami dua biu ke ka di ake ga lima ken biu ke tan u ken biu ke tan e ku bi ban ka ase ku bi ban ya ken biu ke tan chan bi re mandar tiket kuna ka waya de chin chin su kulai no yi la loi chan balen mal na ja ban tora ku ila school len kara ba ta o wa yi ban waji banja garang mobior acho obede ba awi bukan ni wo ko yo biar mentero kan wo waro cha darul cho pa wa cha ke jaya maron ay ayu tin na ngi men abu pye ya kaman ko wari ayu ke biare ka kwam ni be biar bi chu la de ro tin jo pye ka ni chu ga da ko ba le ro ayuk ya wa ya da yuk o aji salpa 25% biar aji jwa ke 30% ayuk 30% ne aji duara ke nya ni din ko yi Victoria ko wa ya kat biganda biga Kampala biga le ka Ugandis mungkin aja la Sudan aja la Junubi ake ke ka ji 30% aji nya ko we biar bi bi Kaya dewi juga, ucapan yang kebanyakan dalam cakap, lo mantu bercakap, keluarin sekolah zaman, jangan lo tujuh nak perlu wajib berada dan wajib yang bawa raja dia wawu jalan mereka oktan. Kaya keluar nggak duntin, itu lewat maktab private, kaya tu ini jerit kau kerja ni, kawan kaya jual, kaya ayam kan main pada lo, wajib zaman. Tab dunia, kan anak ciri wajah pulang dan air insulasi kan anak ciri saya itu pukul itu. Awak pulang dan dia orang tu loh jadi ambil alat kan cintu betai cakap kan. Jadi, naik cak itu leng dunia cak, kau kau iban dunia bangun tu cuma ini dia pun kami alih beri tu. Lagi nak bangkit sia sedunia kau wajah tu. Ucapan garang mobil kemudian luar tu ucapan beriwe kaya. Oh, wajah kan kawajah. Kawajah pilih dua ni. Aman dua ni cakap nyapa. Tiang budaya ko lor wajah tabi dari tuyuk. Wajah pangan aku ni jaban dia tu kuatnya aku subiya waktu ni bang dia. Kuara lu itu kuang itu lu itu kan lucu gitu. Mencuba kaya kan? Ajar pujar ngalang mangojot kalang tu ibulo ke tiap hidup ke kuyuk sepuan dia. Oh biar berjalan. Ekilalo Victoria ekiyat alani ekiyat barkazal kawan ke dantung mo ko jon mbi alo ko ya yandondo. Buka lu ilaji de na ya bor wala Victoria wala barkazal ko ti yo ilaji. Kena ya wi buta woni unim chung mar kai ko. Wek ya mar mantimaro ni suya waro ga ngere wo kwado ba maro mandat bi to we marken mudina war ki ga gam man mandi to war ki gam man la mandai to chane achi ga ne choga lage mandu chi la to e ku jati ne gam lakin ki ka ti ni chi gam man mandi to war ngor we ko turizatu barkuna ngor family du ngor ngor we ga yi bare dalu ni timlo ne kara mobior kunen we ga suya ko le kudu aw kakai tan aw wala wan buka pin medida gurubi daman pakel lo achewon aku ida chola nyol kan de ale ati ka twan ku ke ga ku ki de ne ga kar ne ga ku ko le na ti jwa do ka nyang wo tin de de je no se de ti long la da biwo ti ka tui ni tan ke karana dom la ya ko ti na be pin medida walau ketika oh biar cuma wairu kan luar bulan guru ni bukan kapin madida kue bukan guru di rati juga ada bukti jadi oh kayak kaman wajib ni memar we gonta oh kusumia ini tiara nya beri bapa anu kubar ku tim mandu ya kaman aja tim mangaranda kayak kan ayo kayak nanti pun niat kau wih bamuk dengan kudunya luar kan wih bamuk kan kutaka koglo ke ko kokonyo ko jiru ke taka te kuyana bo ko te.
Thank you, John Man. I think they're very encouraging and he's putting his story into its context. Because we mentioned before that in Peñado with North Boys, Red Army, there was a program. Let's see, I just mentioned there was a program to help the Red Army. And that program was initiated by the then camp chairman, Pian, and many of the ladies that were there were put into each group to look after us. And on behalf of all these mothers, we call them foster care mothers. On behalf of all these mothers, I'll call our lovely mother, Aben Masaya Puja, to come and talk on behalf of them as a word of appreciation.
Can we remain seated, please? Get seated, please.
Can you be quiet, please? I'm going to speak in Arabic. All of us believe that we speak Arabic. And we go through languages now in Southern Sudan, which is Arabic and English. So I'm going to speak in Arabic, like I did before. And if you don't understand Arabic, you can't blame me and I can't blame myself too. It's not because I'm not able to speak in English, but we have to use the two languages which are very important in our country, which is Southern Sudan. I'm one of the women who have been Rupanyidu, and I have been during the war all my life. I got gray hair in Gaza. Naman hari pada kejurupan Sudan, teman-teman kat bor, anak kuda enak ke bor. Someone died, Gerena مشينا للبلد هو الريف بالعربي، ولما مشينا ما كان سهل عشان نبدو الحياة من جديد. كنا الأولاد بتاع المدينة تربينا في المدن وفجأة بقينا في الريف، فما كان سهل. لكن عشان دم الجنوبي من جنوبية حاولنا بقدر الإمكان عشان نحاول نكون مع أهلنا. جينا الشعب التحريري ناس كثير في جنوب السودان هم عارفين ليه كرم ما بيقول هو ودا 20% نسوان. ما في زول في الدنيا ده في العالم يدوك حاجة ساكت، يدوك حاجة لما انت تعمل حاجة. ولو انت ما عملت حاجة انت ما بلقى شيء، لو انت ما اشتغلت ما في مخير. الدونر 20% because what we have done in الحركة. نسوان في جنوب السودان زي ما أبونا قالوا قبل، قال جنوب السودان بلد النسوان. ده كلام صح، جنوب السودان بلد النسوان. نحن عملنا كثير يا جماعة في الحرب، ما ضروري نتشيل كلاشينكوف عشان تضرب بيه زول. في طرق كثير نحن حرب بيه. نحن حربنا في جنوب السودان في النسوان. قلنا ان احنا المشاكل مع رجالنا لا مشاكل معهم. Whoever fight our husband, we have to fight them back. Whoever kill our kids, we have to kill them too. عشان كده بذلنا مجهودنا في الحركة. في قصة بيقولوا فيها 10,000. طبعا بتاع 10,000 كان جاي لبور رمضان رياضون قاعد بتاع الحركة كمان ده في بور. نسوان عملوا شنو؟ قالوا بيوتهم عشان يقدروا يخدموا جيش الشعبي. خدمنا جيش الشعبي. نسوان بالحاجات البسيطة اللي كنا عندهم دور البسيط قدرنا عشان نحافروا ناكل الجيش. ما كان في تعيين زمن ده، ما كان في UN. ده كان حاجات البسيطة بيجي من الأسر عشان يدل الجيش. عشان كده قدرنا نرجع 10,000 من بور اللي كان ماشي لأيون وماشي لبيبور. نتكلم عن الجيش. بانياغور طبعا في الناس بيعرفوا بانياغور خالص. بانياغور ده كان منطقة الوحيد فيه أدوية. في طريق كونغور لما دول يكون ماشي من كونغور لأيون، ناس بيجي من بارغزال وبيجي من أدو، ما كان في أكل عندهم، ما عندهم أي حاجة، بس البسيطة اللي عندنا كنا بنقسم وندخل الجيش عشان شنو يقدروا يحارب. معوقين كانوا يجيبوهم في الحرب، كانوا يكتبوا في بانياغور ونسوان بيقدروا يعملوا الأكل برسينو ودول بانياغور. ما كنا بنسأله منو هو نوير، منو هو من بارغزال ولا منو هو من إكواتوريا. كنا بنقول أولاد الجنوب لازم نخدم الجنوب بقلوبنا كله. لما الحرب بدأ الجنوبيين كان في حاجة اسمها محبة. أنا ما أعرف لسه في محبة ولا ما في. Do we still really have love in our hearts like we did before? Do we have that or not? I'm sure we don't. And if you say we have love, it's lie. I will call you liar. If we were having love في زمن هي كنا بنقدر نعمل حاجات كتير في جنوب السودان. لأنه زمن ده كان عندنا love، كان عندنا God في our hearts. عشان كده قدرنا ناكل الجيش الشعبي. ترنيم أنا كان راني مقبل، ترنيم كنا بنرنمه لما نمشي لبنانغور نشوف الأكل الأيانين. ترنيم كان مهم لأيانين. أنا ولو بينهم ولا براسه بجي بحبوا بركبتهم زي الأولاد الصغار. ده شغل النسوان اللي هم عملوا، عشان كده لقينا 20% و 25% من غرامهم لو كان حي كانوا نكون 75% للنسوان. لما بذلنا مجهود أكثر من الرجال. ده كله بيعمل في الزمن ده. ما في زول بيعمل تقبيل كان ما في يا جماعة في الحرب. لو كان تقبيل فيه كان ما في حرب. كان حرب ده فترة من زمان. لكن كنا بنشتغل بقلب واحد. نجي للجيش الأحمر لما طلعنا من بيوتنا في على النيل وفي كاتوريا وفي بار غزال مشينا لإثيوبيا مشينا بنية واحد مع الأولاد. ما كان في زول يقول ده ما جناين وده من كاتوريا وده من نوير، ما كان في حاجة زي دي. وجانا حاجات كتير من الجيش الأحمر. مشكلتنا الأول في الجيش الأحمر ده كان اللغة. لأنه الناس بيقولوا يعني دينك هو دينك، لكن برضه يعني فرق بسيط. فلما وصلنا بجندو الجيش الأحمر بدأ يشتغل. ولا من أولاد ولد يقول البرغزال يبقى بايمن. البرغزال يقول يا واجي أتيامو. لحد ما بيعمل يوم يجيب بصر نفسه وبيقدر بيتكلم معاهم، كانوا بيتكلموا مع ناس كبار يقول هل لغته. لما ندمر يقول يبقى باي it don't mean that you are his wife. ده كان المشكلة الأول. النوير كمان بهنا يقول لغتهم كمان وده يزعل بهنا. ده كان المشكلة الأول. نسوان بصل بجهودهم يا لما مشوا هناك يا جماعة جانا صغير تمشي بدون بدون أبو. لو كان في غيرة في قلوبنا زي هسه عندنا هسه هنا في وسترن وين ما كان في جانا بيقولوا جيش الأحمر، ما كان في جيش الأحمر الليلة. جيش الأحمر كان ينتهوا مرة واحدة. لكن النسوان زي وقتها الشغل قالوا كنا عندك 10 ريال في بيتك، 10 ريال في بيتك، ويمكن 3 منهم يمكن ما أهلي كله يمكن من باركزال يمكن من بور يمكن من وين بس عشان جانا الليلة انتوا قاعدين تكسبوا نفسكم تقولوا فيها حاجة وتراجعوا الأمر قاعدين نعملوا. لو ما خليتوا غيرة، لو غيرة ما فات منكم، لو تفرقة ما فات منكم، ما في حاجة بتقولوا في جيش الأحمر الليلة. ونسوان زي الجيش الأحمر في أمريكا وفي كندا وكذا في أمريكا ده جيش الأحمر بتاع النسوان. ما كان فيه امرأة فوق، ما كان فيه ما كان فيه أب. لكن الرجال هم اللي بيجيبوا تفرقة دائما مع النسوان. لو كنا زيكم ما كان في بلد. لو كنا زي الرجال ما كان في بلد. عندنا محبة، عندنا حنانة في قلوبنا. ليه ما تغيروا للنسوان؟ والنسوان يغيروا للرجال. فالليلة أنا شفت حاجة كويس إن الرجال قدموا الأكل للنسوان. ما تعملوا هنا في هول، عملوا في بيت كمان. كل مرة بتلاقي ما بيجيب له أكل، لأنه في جنوب السودان يا مال الوحيد بس النسوان جيد. وعشان كده الجنوب ما بقدم. الجنوب ما بقدم عشان رجال الجنوب بقول مرة تبدأ ولادة، تبدأ طبخ، تبدأ نظافة. مشاركين نجيبوا يال في القطر. وعشان كده الليلة يا جماعة بقول لكم لازم تاخدوا كيرة، لازم تكونوا في وحدة، تكونوا واحد زي ما ربنا واحد. وحاجة أنا بقول للنسوان وللرجال كمان، خلي ربنا في حاجاتك. لو ربنا ما في بيتك أنت ما بلغ النتيجة بتاعت الحياة. انت جبتيني في استراليا ولا في امريكا ولا في كندا انا عارف ان في بروج بتاع السنتراليه ولا بتاع الحكومه بتقول الناس مجانا هو البقال يا ما دايرين ابو هاتو بروج ده ما بعمل لك حاجه زمان انا مثلا في دينك بقول انا ده بتاع زول انا بقول اخواتي الليله لو انت لقيت مره مثلا جناك يقول لي انا ما تعمل غلط ما تقول لي انت تتكلم بجناي لان جنا والمرات بيفهم كلام جيران اكثر من كلامك وانا بشوف ناس كثير بيزعلوا لما جنا يعمل غلط وتمسك جنا وقتي وتقول له انت ما تعمل غلط وما بتجيله بيقول لك ليه انت بتتكلم مع جناي كده عشان كده حسن نسوان سكتوا اليوم بقى ما في زول بيتكلم مع جنا زول وعشان كده يلقى كتير في الشارع جيب ربنا في حياتك انا متاكد لو كان قالوا قبل في السلبريشن بتاع الكنيسه ما كان في زول بيجي كان بيكون هنا ابونا كتب وباقي ابونا كان بيكون هنا ما في زول بيجي لكن لما يقول في حاجه بتاع كوميونتي في جرينويز مع الكرسي انت بتقعد فيه وما في اللي قال قدور ربنا في حياتي وفي بيتي انت بتقدر تعيش ده ما بتقدر بلد جنوب السودان لقينا بكلام ربنا كان في الناس بيصلوا ما ينوم زول ما ياكل صلوات بتاعت الصيام كان الناس مستمرين في يعملوا عشان كده طلعنا البلد ما كان بيضرب ولا بأي حاجه ما تنسى انت راح تخلي الدنيا دي لو دايره ولا ما دايره if you want to or not you have to live this way عشان كده لازم نكون مع الرب وشكرا جزيلا ذكروا البلد ذكروا المراحل ذكروا بلدنا في ناس جبيرة كنا عقل جربوا جابوات بقولوا شنو راجل جبان ما معنا في بوليا بوليا دكتور lakini unaragi bede tinati tongkar kelera kele bijar we kadale
Thank you, our mother, Ben Kucha, for the inspirational speech. We've got about 3 speakers to go. Okay, before I call the next speaker, our guest of honor has got another commitment somewhere, so he will be leaving us. Can we all be seated? Our next speaker is Tito Tut. Tito Tut is the acting director of Lost Boys and Lost Girls in Victoria. And we are honored to have him today here with us. Tito Tut, you are welcome to come and represent Lost Boys and Lost Girls of Victoria. Can we welcome him?
Thank you. I understand it's quite late and it's fairly into the night. But can I say I'm so grateful to be here today. Tito Powell is my name. I'm the representative of the Lost Boys and Girls of Victoria. Most of you, I'm sure, are aware that we were the first office to become operational in Australia. Well, it's debatable. Those of Queensland say they were the first to become operational. But we believe we were. And that's because Not that we were any more clever than anyone else, not that we were more interested in running the Lost Boys than anyone else, but I think it's just where the first idea came from. That's just the natural reality. Where the idea comes from, it will first of all have to start from there. When I heard about this event, I was pleased and I accepted to come along with Honorable James. Not only that I was accompanying him, but I also felt Lost Boys and Girls here in South Australia is also part of my constituency, as it is in Victoria. I'm here tonight with two of my colleagues. Malimu, we call him Malimu Gadwich Pao, is here with the camera. Malimu is our advisor, has been doing that for the last 7 years. Can you believe it? He hasn't gotten tired of us. Bill Jock, he was also holding the camera, he's our information officer. He's been doing that for 6 years. I think they are committed to doing the work of the Lost Boys, as most of you are here today. I think it's a great idea to sit here tonight and talk about our history. It's an idea that I will have to go back and share with my colleagues in Victoria. I might have to start by asking you, can I pitch the idea and take it back so we can use it in Victoria? Yes, I can, can't I? Well, if you say no, I'm here anyway, I'll go back and then make it up and do it as I've seen here today. You will not think it's yours. But again, in all seriousness, I think it's a great idea that we all have to celebrate our history. But again, as human beings, it's important to celebrate our past and history. That will help us a lot to learn and know about where we are going. And I think that's the most important part of this. It's not only about the terrible situations, it's not only about the dark history that we have all faced, but it's more importantly about what have we learned from that history. Where is it taking us? Because as a human being, of course, you must know where you're coming from so you fully understand where you are going to. And for that reason, I emphasize that instead of celebrating all the bad things that have happened, yes, I understand, but also let's look at what have we done with that experience. And I will make a few remarks and then I will leave it from there. I think Lost Boys has been part of what Dr. John Grant declared in 2002 to be the seventh front. The seventh front, which is the diaspora. You cannot say diaspora could be successful without the important contribution of the Lost Boys or the Red Army. And for that reason, I think Lost Boys should be proud of what they've contributed to it. It's very important because if there was no diaspora influence, most of us would agree today there would be less chances of having the CPA. We are having it because of the noise, of the influence that we exerted onto the most powerful governments and institutions across the world. That's how we get them to hear. That's how we get them to hear about the suffering that was happening in South Sudan, about the terrible things, about a war that some people call an unforgotten war, a war that does not fit the wars of civilizations, because no one is really bothering who is fighting who here. You know, it might have been a very important political issue, but it doesn't ring most of the bells that you find most wars ring today. So again, to repeat myself, a lot of people say it was unforgotten war. But because of the influence of diaspora, international community were able to hear what was happening in South Sudan. And Lost Boys, if I can say in percentage-wise, is more than 50, has contributed more than 50% of that voice in the diaspora. We have done a lot. That's a big achievement in itself. If you can influence other people to come and help your people back home, what more would you want to do? Of course, yes, there will be other things, but just as it is, you would be very proud of it. We have done a lot. For example, in the last referendum, oh, well, that's the only referendum we have heard. In the referendum 12 months ago, or over 12 months, less than 12 months ago, when we had the referendum here in Australia, most of you in South Australia would remember the contribution of the Lost Boys in Victoria. We had contributed by talking to IOM and talking to the Australian government, not only influencing them to help us establish more offices in not only the two that they initially thought, but they actually, Lost Boys in Victoria actually talked to donors, and we were able to get funding that we were able to send buses to come to Adelaide and take people back to Victoria. I think that was a great achievement, and it only came from the Lost Boys in Victoria. Can I say, look, we have a lot to do in terms of what we need to contribute back to the society, whether here in Australia or back home in South Sudan. It all comes from what one of my colleagues said, a previous speaker, that you need to be a good citizen. And for you to be a good citizen, he mentioned a few things, but I would like to add, for you to be a good citizen, you also need to take responsibilities for the things that are happening around you or the things that you do. That will make you a good citizen. And I think we need to take that as an important part of how we live in Australia. That will lead me to the issues that we have in the communities. It appears, it's not a secret that there is this group, that there is that group, there is this association and the other association. We have them in Victoria as well. Maybe we have more of the issues that you have in South Australia. But as citizens, we can never give up. We need to go back and think, is this really important? Is this really what we want to be doing? What help is it contributing to the society that we want to lead? After all, remember, all these previous speakers, they were citing some important people who have said the leadership of this country, which is South Sudan, will be in the hands of the Lost Boys, which is the Red Army. If we are doing what we seem to be doing here in Australia, whether in South Australia or in Victoria, that's a bit gloomy. If you talk to someone in South Sudan, Honorable was here. If he can hear all the things, he have heard a lot. If he can hear all the things that are happening here, that makes him would make him a bit pessimistic about the future, that they are waiting for us to come and contribute. I think we need to go back. Let's think of how important the things that we fight over are really to the contribution of into the contribution of our society. It's a responsibility to all of you. South Sudan, it was not given a gift as a gift to us. It was earned. People fought for it. People died. Lost Boys went through a lot of things. Judge Ahmed, from those ages that we hear, were part of the war. And that's how we got South Sudan, and we were able to put up our flag here. It was not a gift. And if it's not a gift, we need to look after it. It's our own. We need to nurture it and protect it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tito. We got about 3 speakers to go. And before I call the next speaker, I would like to call upon Konan Lear to come and explain, because there is something that we want to do. And I would like to call Kon to come and explain what are we going to do, or what are we about to do. Kon, welcome.
Thank you, Yuan. Yeah, the only reason why I'm here is because we have seen our sister Aduk putting this table here, and that table has a purpose. They have selected a song for you to play, and while you're playing, we have a small box here, and that box needs you to put at least a small contribution for the Lost Boy Association. It doesn't matter how much you put in, just any small thing, whatever you want to contribute. So please, Aduk, Can you please ask the DJ to play the song and welcome the crowd to come and play?
Okay, thank you everyone. You can see the box here. Actually, it's just kind of like, not really, we don't ask help, but we just need fundraising. Even though if you got $2 or $1 or anything, there's a song that we used to use in Banyudu. We say, "You want my year, Benny, and year mute." How many people know this song? I think we all know that song. Okay, in that case, actually, I have to switch back to my language. Anything I want to do, when I get go, what me I do, when I go, you down, or when you're be a jam, and get your mayor, or when I do not jam at wherever. So, I do it, and I don't buy here, what the people, what on you and I hear with them. So, parents, I think $1 $10 and I'm going to remember. Please come along. DJ, play the songs.
Come on, John.
What
actually is very important because what we are doing today is to encourage the young one to come and perform, and this is also a very nice teaching that we are trying to show them. We have a young artist that we invited from Melbourne to come and share the joy with us today. Can I call up for team of William 2K and perform one song, and then later on we go to Ajax, and that's it. William B2K, Melbourne team.
Thank you, everybody. My name is William 2K, all the way from South Sudan, Juba City. I'm right here just to come in to tell you, because this is all for our people, you know. So I'm just gonna do my part. When it comes to the lost boy, I might not be the original lost boy, but if I lost my mom and my dad, that includes me as a lost boy, you know. Because I'm from South Sudan. Yeah, DJ, speak the music. This song is called Nyam Panda. I mean, it's called Nyam Inwer. I was in love with a Nwer girl, so I made this song. Yeah, yeah. Number 3. Sorry guys. Whew. I thought it was gonna be a little bit hot, but it's too cold. But now I'm gonna make you guys hot. Yeah. Sing the damn when you say I always think of you. Now they can never last. You're in the very Europe and I just want to let you know I think of you. Always be my wife until the day I die. I'm never gonna lie. I promise you and by any mama. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, yo, yo. I love you, babe. Young in the group, young in the ball. And then you feel it on ya. You roll and do your life. And you make it to right there. Young in the group, you look young. I put it up and you got that. You hold it up, but then up. You find up, you want up. You know that, you end up. I'm mixing, you see you. You know, I'm mixing, you just boy. You think it's a thing of ya. Baby, I love you all. Sing the damn way you said. I always think of you. Nothing never lasts. You're in the very Europe and I just want to let you know how much I think of you. Always be my wife until the day I die. I'm never gonna lie. I promise you never lie. Hey, mama. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yo. I love you, babe. And what? And what? And keep them. And one good. One young one. By water. You keep them. You young thing. You think good. And they keep them. You what they call them. You find them. You know your friend. I'm just with you. Keep them. You try. You get up. Get your friend. And change. What do you want? What do you want? No magic. No daylight. No sunlight. No heaven. And tell me what do you want? Who can get me? And you shake your knees and good. Young in the group. You know me. Baby, I love you all. Sing the damn make you feel. I always think of you. Nothing never lasts. You're feeling like a Europe and I just want to let you know how much I think of you. Always be my wife until the day I die. I'm never gonna lie. I promise you never lie. Ain't no
sorry, guys. We just didn't have enough time. I got to move back, you know. But I wish I could get more time. I will entertain you until the end of the day. William, take care.
Stay there, man. Stay there. Stay on.
King WS in the house.
Yeah, we'll play Peace of South Sudan.
To all the Peace of South Sudan.
How you doing, my people? Come on, DJ.
I was just getting warm up. My name is the Peace of South Sudan. Yeah, all people is the Peace of South Sudan.
Yeah. My name is the Peace of the Southern Sudan, and all the Sudanese from across to the world. My name is the Peace of the Southern Sudan. Hey. What's wrong?
Sorry. Whoa. This thing ain't cool, man. Play. All right, let's go.
Yeah. My name is the Peace of the Southern Sudan, and all the Sudanese from across to the world. My name is the Peace of the Southern Sudan, and all the Sudanese from across to the world. I'm a feet on the ground, my knees on the floor, my hands to the sky. We pray to the God to give his ever born peace in Sudan, to stop killing no more Sudan. There is a war in this country all over the world. It's our lost for well. It's only waiting for peace. I can't want no more. But fuck all y'all niggas out of it. I ain't not going back to her. I'm saying South forever, so you cannot force me again. Islam, I don't want. I'm living in you. Put your head down and sniff the floor. I think about killing the innocent people. And all of y'all think you believe in God. I don't think so. You believe on the whole other devil. You know what they say. The devil knows the head is everything. But I can't let you know that I'm a strong soldier. The same that runs you all over. I'm 25 years right now. I'm still standing up on my feet. I'm not falling down, but one reason I need to know why it must be the South president. I lose the line, it's so young. I want to buy no president. My name is the Peace of the Southern Sudan, and all the Sudanese from across to the world. My name is the Peace of the Southern Sudan, and all the Sudanese from across to the world. My name is the Peace of the Southern Sudan, and all the Sudanese from across to the world. I ain't trying all the people from the Southern Sudan, and all the South for the Black Party. I'm over here about it. People know I'm going to find my side sandwich. Baby, shut up, all of that. Baby, I'm home and eat up my child. Every day I'm dying. All the people for eating. And if you see them running, get down, niggas walking. I want you. Everybody walk away. If you see the bunny, dog niggas walking. I want you. Everybody walk away. They don't like the way you look. Go ahead. You might be getting pop. I take a shot. Put a hand on me. Put a holders on his shit. I'm the pool holder. As I'm a poor soldier, but I am trying to get a win in the wide world. A real nigga like me. I get the money for the drug selling. The keys in the street. Just all that it is free. When I was 14. That big push. I did the walk. Yeah, I pass out. That's up. They get a thought niggas all in the street. On board. My name is the Peace of the Southern Sudan. All the Sudanese from across to the world. My name is the Peace of the Southern Sudan, and all the Sudanese from across to the world. My name is the Peace of the Southern Sudan. All the Sudanese from across to the world. And Mr. President Umar Bashir, you the virus. See a lot of people from the southern Sudan, including the Darfur. That took a lot of years for the southern Sudan people to have peace with you. You see it coming out with a violent and shit. It's time for the person to go back to where you came from. My way is a peace, which is thankful in Sudan. My name is the peace of the southern Sudan. And all the Sudanese come across to the war.
1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, check it out. Thank you. Thank you.
AJ to come and perform one of the best songs of his music. To development of the country of South Sudan. AJ is in year 10 and he's doing he's in the School of Art and Music, and his ambition is to become a musician. So can we all welcome him?
This is my year.
All right.
Okay. This is my year. Yes, be on the track, and you know I keep it real, cause don't make this my year, it's my time. This rap can't stop me. I ain't tryna diss, I'm only 15, something's already mad at me. So I guess I'm doing good if the let it see a young rapper like me taking over the game. I'm going in, yeah, I'm back like I never left. Fresh from head to toe, yeah, I gotta kill it though. This way they got a bad swag, I don't think it's possible. I swag through a bitch show, niggas back it up for me. ADT is so fly, I'm taking over earth to this land. And you ready, haters, now I'm back, money. If you mad, cause I'm hot, just address that. But just know I don't care. I'm just focused on my life, homie. This is my year, my time. I ain't tryna jack my swag. You can go ahead and have it, cause I got a new swag. Why should I care? This is my year. I'm walking till the wind starts falling slow. Why should I care? This is my year. I'm walking till the wind starts. Try to take me down, I just get up and bounce back. Yeah, I pick up everything on the lines, then I get back to the top. What you talking about, homie? Every year is my year. Last year, this year, next year. I'm never gonna stop, homie. Everything I do is big. I'm only 15, still shutting suckers down every time I come around. Got these girls looking at me, haters looking really mad. Cause they know I'm still swagged out. The person's out, probably a hot as hell. 2-0, 2-1. I really think it's my year. There's no doubt stand, homie. I'ma shine so bright. I'll probably be the only like never ever been. Then I'm running from a single fight. Young niggas still rapping, never ever gonna stop until I drop. Yeah, homie, I'm just being real, homie, and I hear you hate stuff, but just know I'm on top. Honey, this is my year. Why should I care? This is my year. I'm walking till the wind stops. Why should I care? This is my year. I'm walking till the wind stops. Just don't do it big. I'm gonna stop. Yeah, I'm picking up. I feel like I'm a monster. I destroy anything that I lean on. Kill a beat every time I spit on it. Somebody please take the money to the hospital. I heard you said you dead. Homie, yeah, you should be. I know I'm young, but y'all know what I'm capable of. Yeah, homie, I'm dangerous. I'm a rap master. 2011. I put this game up and made it look like 9/11. Homie, I'm calling me. Homie, this is my year. Homie, this is my time to shine. So back it up, I'm back to top. So high, me up with the stars. Homie, fly to the skies. Homie, show you where I'm most at. Yeah, at the top, baby, just know I never drop. Real talk, no terror scene, tryna holler at me, but I leave him hanging like a fish on a hook, baby. Yeah, why should I care? Yeah, this is my year. You're walking till the wind stops. Why should I care? This is my year. I'm walking till the wind stops.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, be quiet and mention it. We still got one more entertainment to go. We got Elizabeth, Nyaka, Nyagi to come and play a beautiful song.
Thank you, J.M. Tango,
made these people to be who they are today. It is an honor and privilege to welcome one of the people who made us to be who we are today. I'm going to invite Kirwol Mading. Kir is one of our teachers when we were in Ethiopia. And he's still one of our teachers today. A teacher is somebody, I will give an example of what a teacher does. A teacher is like somebody like a pot maker. You know, a pot maker take a clay and mold the clay into a reasonable shape that can be used. I will describe Kirwol as a pot maker. Kirwol, with some of his colleagues, work very hard, work day and night to make us who we are today. And we are privileged to have him here. Kirwol, with your colleagues, your hard work has paid off. And from the bottom of our hearts, there is no any word that can describe what you have done as our teachers. We are thankless. God will reward you. And thank you. Welcome to that chair.
I don't know where to start. But I would like to take this opportunity to thank the honor that have given to me, my dear Jammer. I thought that people might have forgotten us, but at last it seemed that we were not forgotten. To start, I would like to take this opportunity on my behalf and on behalf of the teachers since 1987, when I was joining the JJAML at Panyida. On behalf of the teachers at Itang and Dimo, Palataka, and on behalf of Kalinjin Command, because those who have given their time to train some of the JJAMers that have participated in the army, I have to take that opportunity to thank every one of you. I would like also to take this opportunity to thank the caretakers that were with us. And those caretakers are among you here. As some have just spoken before, like Madam Sholmayan and Priscilla Abendi, and Amora Bang, she's here from Melbourne, and Tabisa Nyajurdeng. They have traveled along the way from Melbourne to here because they have heard a good news that the JJAMers are celebrating today. Another caretaker that we would like also to remember is Uncle Ajangala. He's a caretaker, and many others that I might have forgotten. And our sister Ayana over there. And my colleague, Michael Minoma, who didn't make it to come tonight, is one of the teachers who have actually participated in Penila. And again, I would like to thank those who have joined us when we were in Fushala, and to Narus, and to Lomshokyo, and to Kakuma. Among them, we got Brother Kurmai, who have just contributed in 2 ways. He has fought, and he taught. Some of you, and you might know him. And again, we got one of our brothers here who have come, Mr. Jimabui, who have also contributed at Kakuma as a teacher. And many others like Silian Kadenge, Joseph Sokiri, I think you know them, from Kakuma. I'm talking on their behalf, and this is a very great opportunity for us to be remembered and to give thanks to you. I am like an old man who has cultivated the farm, and at the end, the farm has produced something that the whole village should be proud of. I say we have worked for the success, and that is you. I always say I have a product. Sometimes when we launch the human rights organization here in Adelaide, I did say I have a product. I produce a product. People were actually wondering, what are those products? That was you. We produce you from nothing to something. And that is a great contribution. Not to prolong my speech, one thing that I need to tell you, someone might written my title here. I am not a former teacher. I am a teacher, and I'm going to remain as a teacher. Because it is my title, I cannot be a former. Until now, I'm a teacher. Is that not? I'm still a teacher. So someone who has wrote that it is a former teacher, I'm not a former teacher. I am a teacher, and I will remain a teacher. That is my title, and you will not be lost. You will never lost. The other thing I would like to say, you have been a very great job here and there, but sometimes people need to be reminded. The reminding that I would like to say, you have observed all the protocol in the army, in the Jayamar, in the Katiba Banat, in the Nuzwan. You have already observed those protocols, but how to fit them is a problem. Why I say that? Fijek is a country that too far, Bukuna Fiat and why. And that happened. So please, this is the beginning, and this is the first day. Next time, if you want to do this, please respect the protocol. Okay?
I would like to introduce, this is my teacher in Panjulu, not someone from different community who was my teacher in Siremula, since Panjulu up to now. And what he taught me when I was young, he told me that, I will think 1 minute, he told me that, you see a boy over the wall, we are all very glad to see a boy jump over the wall. It's not because we jump, but he was trying to entertain us. Because when we think back, we think our mothers and fathers, Uchaski was trying to play a role. Some people get commercial because they think back. They lost their cow, they lost everything. But Uchaski did a great job. I would like to thank those who organized Uchaski He was my teacher since 1987, as you say. And I would be really glad to see him succeed today. And thank you. I will appreciate it. That song I will never forget. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Owen. It is a very small world. We departed from Kakuma, he went to America, and he came back and we met in Australia. That was a great. I saw Nyinjok last time, and I can't see him anymore. I don't know where is he. So what I would like to say here, brothers and sisters, Judge Ramal, as many people talk that you are the tomorrow leader, it is indeed you are tomorrow leader. But please, you adopt the way we were in Panyido, the way we were in Dima, the way we were in Itang, the way we were in Tarapam, and the way we were in whatever we are. That is the only way we believe. And the way you are here in Adelaide, I don't see that you are the really Jayamel that we thought. Because don't make yourself to be confused. You have the objective for tomorrow. Please try yourself, your level best to unite yourself. Don't listen to rumors in the community. This is my message. Lastly, I'm just throwing the message to everyone. We are here glad, we are here very glad that we are celebrating. But some of the people were talking Dinka and Arabic and so on. This country has given us a privilege that we need to teach our language. And the language you need to learn your language. We have opened a school at Blackview in Greatmoor, and that is Dinka school. We have the school at Salisbury. We have the school at Nazareth. We have the school at Adelaide High School. We have another school at Thomas More, which is going to open next time. And that is for year 12 and 11 and 8. Please ask your kids, your daughter, your son to join that school because it helps them in faith. It helps them when they are finished year 12, they get a good mark, they get 20 credit out of their mark. Please encourage your language. Without language, you are not a nation. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Parents, be advised that Kirwal Mading is not the only teacher here. We got other teachers. Among them is Lena Hall, and many more here. I'm not going to mention all of them. Another thing also people need to acknowledge when it was a group work, and when we put it, former teacher, we know very well that some of Kedama. We got Dr. Paul Galatip is now a PhD holder and is a senior lecturer in the university. When you call someone Puma, it doesn't mean you humiliate him or doesn't mean you pose him for a tie. But there are some of Kedama who went further than what our teachers are doing. Some of them are wise enough, but some people within the community try to confuse them. So you, Jayamar, you need to take this. The spirit we had when we were young, we need to rebuild it and build it. Not that, don't let yourself to be confused. And when people come to occasions like this, you need to think twice and do things in a formal way that reflect what we had. That is the spirit we are trying to build tonight. On behalf of the team, I appreciate all the speakers. We remain only one speaker, which is the senior J-Jammer and also a trainer of J-Jammer himself. And he was also a J-Jammer. That person is very important to us. That's why we keep him at last. And that person is Archangelo Ring Ring. If you could make forward. And please let mind of the minute and let keep the criticism. Criticism is not why we are here. We are here to celebrate the happiness. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gudmayan, for the chance that you have given me. Amen. Yeah, I focus on you because this is where I belong. So I thought I should come in front of you and say that.
SPLOA! SPLOA! Pan, Kariaria!
Pan, Kariaria!
Pan, Kariaria!
Pan, Kariaria!
SPLA Naramok!
SPLA Naramok!
SPLA Green Pool!
SPLA Green Pool!
Jai War, Jai Kazu! Jai Pusa! Jai Jamur, what is on Garangwe?
Jai Jupin!
Jai War, Jai Koryam, Jai Jamur, what is on Garangwe?
Jai Jupin!
I want to Kabin,
Jai Jupin!
I want to William Monway,
Jai Jupin!
I want to Salvatore,
Jai Jupin!
I want to Ragbanway,
Jai Jupin!
I pay the pay, I feel it,
Thank you, one of them. Thank you very much. I think I will not follow this speech again because I think the time is against us. And what our people have spoken. And I appreciate what my brother Majangma did. I was happy with his speech. So whatever I was going to say has already been said. So what I'll do is just to give a message to J. Lama, what they need to take home with them. Before I proceed, I need to say a special thanks because the theme of today is Thanksgiving Day. Not to forget our beloved leader, the commander of J. Lama, Dr. John Garang. Today, we give him a special thanks and we will not forget him. He is our leader. Although he's not there, he's still alive within us. SPLOA! SPLOA! John Garang! John Garang! Okay. I thank you, the officer representing the SPLM or the SPLA officers, we observe your protocol and we also do acknowledge the other officers here. And we appreciate that you're here with us today. I will not dwell on that. I will also say a word of a special thanks to Katiba Banat because we have been with them all along. In Bill Farm, we were with Katiba Banat. They are our sisters we are together with them. We do acknowledge you, and we are always standing side by side. So thank you very much for your support and for your contribution. Whatever we are celebrating today is what we contributed, all of us. So I haven't seen someone before given a chance, but we do acknowledge that you're part of us. Judge Lama, what I need to tell you is one thing. I heard people were saying that when you repeat something, you may offend other people. That is not true. Judge Ahmed is your identity, and you are the guardian of that. Don't make friendship with it. It is your identity. It is like your name. You don't give your name to someone else. People are there, and these people may be jealous of that because they don't have history. You have history. You give it. That is what you will give to your son. You will give it to your child. You give it to your wife. Today we have our wives here. Judge Ahmed wife. We share this together with them. Do other things in the community, but don't temper with the way Judge Ahmed. It is our identity, and we will keep it. We will keep it alive, whether you are there or whether you are not there. It will remain in the Tariq of Sudan. So don't temper with it. It is a national issue, and that is what will unite us. Dinka will not unite us. Nuer will not unite us. Moro will not unite us, but Judge Ahmed will unite us. Today, if I go to Jonglei, I will find someone who identifies himself or herself as Judge Ahmed. He is from my clan. He is my relative. But if I go to Maridi and say I'm a Dinka, those who are there are not Dinkas. So we need to look for something that will unite us. And that is Judge Ahmed. That is your identity. That is what I need to tell you. Keep it and don't play with it. If someone is coming, you want to push it away, say no, my friend. Please, we can make friendship and other thing, but not this one. To the women, our mothers.
I will pass forward this polynormative, our late father and hero, to the sixth. And I also talked to some boys about our sister late Netco. And I told them that the late Paulina will be at 10 until 3 or maybe 12. And then they will take over from 4. And for the announcements of the figure that you guys have helped us, we not work alone. We got our young lady, and she's a very strong woman. She's been stood with us since morning until we start this Judge Ahmed. I will call upon her, and she will announce the money that you have just given to us. Ding, Riak, please come forward. Give her a hand, please. She's been a very great help to all of us. Thank you.
Before that, Ding has been volunteering herself since the 8th of July last year when we were toward independent. We raised some money and she kept more than 400. That 400, we went in again and she called us and she gave us the figure that where actually this event was drawn. And we had ourselves to join in that 400. So thank you, Dean Gabriel, guys, for that one. Thank you very much. He's our volunteer treasurer. Thank you.
All right, I'm not going to say a lot, so I'll just say the amount. $750.05. Thank you to everybody on the treasurer. So thank you all.
Thank you, MC.
Yeah. Oh, you damn good. Oh, you damn good.
we can't go without prayers. So we need to be seated, and then the pastor will lead us in prayers, and then we continue with music from there. Can we be seated, please? Yeah, please. Atim Luel, Gabriel Atim, the chairman of the Lost Boy, to come for a closing remark. Thank you. Time is against us.
Let's go away. Let's go away. Mother away. DJ away. Thank you. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the Ghana land, Ghana people. Also, my special thanks going to Australia government to the opportunity we are today. Thank you. We got a problem of time. I was have a very big speech, but I cannot read it again because we got only 2 minutes. I really appreciate what you have done. You community, you are the one who made this happen today. Thank you very much. And that is the spirit of the community. Thank you all. And I would like to thank committee, organizing committee. They did a lot. And without them, this one would not happen today because completely they didn't sleep for 3 days or 4 days. And this is very good job. Thank you a lot. Thank you all. And also I would not forget my wife, Rebecca Young. Because without her, I cannot manage to do this today. So thank you, Mama Joke. Without wasting time, thank you all, and God bless you. That is a wonderful job. You will go peaceful to your communities or to your home. And I will call upon Pastor to come and close. Father John, come and close for prayer. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you.
Before Father close, I need to do acknowledgement. This acknowledgement is very important. Without these people that we are going to acknowledge tonight, we could have not come to this stage. First and foremost, I want to acknowledge the veterans, mothers, and the pastors in Adelaide who stand with us until we reach this night. This occasion was meant to be Thanksgiving Day and was open for everyone. The person or the people who were with us day and night did a very great job. My first appreciation goes to Bor North youth. The dream we had here came from Bor North youth. Please give hand to them. Another acknowledgement goes to my acting secretary, Monica Dean Gabriel Guy. We got also very two active young women, and they were lost girls too. Among them is Aduk Galwa and Achol Ringmato. Though you didn't see her walking around here, she was doing a great job. When I was in Sydney, they were the one walking around raising money. Thank you, Achoring. We know you care also for the family, but you devote your time to do something toward this event. Thank you. We also have to acknowledge very important person, Bior Ajangarang, who was the one who offered himself to do this barbecue for us. It's very important. He's a man, he got a family. His wife gave birth recently, but he decided to be with us for the whole day. Thank you for being with us. The name and the list goes long. We got few girls and men, boys who just joined when Bior was running out of gas. Among them is Alung Achuen, Nyandor Tor, Akon Mayak, Abany Mayak, Bior Ajang whom I mentioned, Jurdeng, Ajinatem, Abung Mayan, Michael Jet, and name them. Please, this is a spirit, we need to keep it. The people I work with, I'm the head of the organizing committee and the acting secretary. I thank you all, everything has ended successfully. Last night, I didn't sleep, I sleep about 4 a.m. because the politics in our community is very, very, very important and we need to avoid this. When it comes to national, please let's forget our politics and join hands to do what will give a symbolic that will represent all of us. Today is one of them. The so-called Jilabar, they don't have a tribalism, they don't have a tribe. Their tribe is only the person you live with, in your coin, in your whatever. I will end and say, please, let's keep this spirit. And I thank you, all the organizers, Konater, Wana Chuen, Kwal Sunday, Dagton, Biara Jangdit, Ding Gai, Mokwera Ding Ding, Tomatiang, and all. Thank you for the work well done. You did appreciate anything that I said. People were there to comment, and that was good spirit. Today is today, and tomorrow we might meet. We might meet anywhere. We didn't mean to remain in South Australia or in Australia. We might be in Juba, we might be in Ramsey. Who knows? And that spirit is the symbolic that we should be a people of tomorrow. Thank you very much. On behalf of the team, I thank all who let this event become successful. Thank you all. Not to forget, I need to acknowledge people like Madolanya is a veteran, Elena Cole, and all other veterans. We were to give chance to disabled. Unfortunately, time ran out. That's why we delegated to one protocol, Ajang Dengakoy, to represent all of them. Please, if we done wrong, on behalf of the team, I want to say please forgive me. This is the starting. Maybe in 2 years we will do the correction. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. I will ask our pastor to put all those who involved in this event to drive safely, and we will meet again. Thank you.
Now we stand up and thank God for the opportunity that we had today. Let's pray. Almighty God, we thank you for the opportunity that we are having, Lord. I'm calling upon your Holy Spirit to disperse us here, go to our houses in peace and protection and guidance. Bless those who participate. Bless those who are willing to come in. They have some inconveniences. Bless us all, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray and believe. Amen. Thank you.
Yeah, please don't go away. We have a non-stop music, free for everyone. So join in and have fun.
Yeah. So I'ma take a ride through this.